Hey y'all, hope you're doing alright today. I'm going to do some bank fishing today. There's this new pond that's been built in the subdivision probably 2 or 3 years ago, and I've passed by it numerous times and I've never seen anybody fishing it. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but I'm wanting to try it. I don't know if there's any bass in here, but I've got a little chartreuse spinnerbait which should do good today. We got a cloudy day. I love fishing spinnerbaits or crankbaits, something moving on a cloudy day. And the water's really muddy, if you can see that. It's really kind of a muddy, so I think the chartreuse will do good. But I'm just gonna walk around the pond, throw this chartreuse spinnerbait. Hopefully I can get some bites, and then if not, I'll swap to a worm and we'll go from there. Now here's the little chartreuse spinnerbait I was talking about. It's a booyah spinnerbait. It's got a couple of gold willow leaf blades. We had a lot of rain yesterday, the last couple of days actually, so fishing might be kind of slow. And we've got some rain supposed to move in today, a little later, so hopefully I can catch some fish before the rain gets in here. I see a lot of activity on the water, so there should at least be some brim in here. And one reason I like to throw a spinnerbait at a new pond is I like to move around a lot and kind of get a feel for the pond and look at areas that might be good. My goodness, there were just tons of bugs on the water over here in this corner. I guess it's bugs. I don't really see any bugs, but there's a lot of action on the water, unless there's just that many brim in here. We've got some seriously dark clouds rolling in. If I don't catch a fish in a hurry, it might not be my day. Looks like somebody's been out here. We got some bottles here. And there's a sandbar out here. That's pretty neat. There's not many places, not many ponds I go to fish that have a sandbar like that. This looks like a great pond to have a kayak on, because a lot of the places are just hard to fish on the bank because of all the brush. So I need to bring my kayak out and try to fish some of these places, because I could fish places that other fishermen just can't get to. I'm slowly sinking in this sandbar, so I have to be careful that I don't sink down too far and then get stuck. Well guys, I fished all the way around this pond that I could, not all the way around, but pretty much everywhere that I can walk easily. And I just don't know if there's many bass in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap to my ultralight and throw a little beetle spin. See if I can get some brim, or may get some smaller bass too. I've got a 1/16 ounce beetle spin, and I just have a white grub on it. I think the white grub should work pretty good in this chocolate milk looking water. So let's see if we can get some brim or some little bass, or just see what kind of fish is in here. You can just about catch any kind of fish on a beetle spin. Okay y'all, I think it's time to go somewhere different. I've been fishing here probably a little over an hour. Haven't even got a nibble. Thought I might have, but I'm thinking now it was probably some sticks I just hit with that spinnerbait. So I'm gonna go try somewhere different. There's a pond up the road that I fished 5 or 6 years ago and caught some bass out there, so I'm gonna go check it out and see if we can catch any there. Well, the bass pond I was gonna go fish had a lot of posted signs, so it used to be an old golf course, but there's a bunch of houses there now, so decided to come to this pond. I don't think there's many bass out here, but I've caught a lot of brim out here before, so I'm just gonna throw the ultralight, see how I can do today. Yep, had a bite on the first cast. There we go. Nice little sunfish. on the first cast. Look at that, he choked it too. He just about swallowed my whole beetle spin. Alright, first fish of the day. Hey, there's another one. They're pretty decent sized little bluegill. You know? Oop, dropped him. Last time I was out here, which has probably been over a year since I've been here, but they were a lot smaller. All right, there must be a nice bed of them right here in front of this grass. Every time I come over it, about 8 feet off the bank here, I'm getting hit, so. You know, I don't like catching brim as much as catching bass, but it's still a lot of fun. Oh wow, look at the colors on this guy. It's beautiful colors on the sunfish. I believe that's number 4, and probably just as many casts. That's the fun thing about these beetle spins too, is you're not having to rebait a cricket or a worm or something every time. You can just keep casting out and not have to waste a bunch of time changing baits and all that. Look at that, right there on the bank. All right, that's number 5. Getting bites out here, they're just not holding on to it. There we go. Kind of a smaller guy, but that's number 5, I believe. Hoping we can get into some bigger ones in a little bit. I know there's some big ones in here too. Probably the smallest one I've got so far. I think that's number 6. Felt him bite, so I just let my bait fall straight down, and he somehow managed to grab a hold of it. Had a bite. Didn't hook him though. Got him that time. Feels like a little better one. Oh yeah. Pretty good. Trying to swallow my beetle spin. Well, there he goes. I believe that was number 7. It's getting kind of hard to keep count of them now. Oh, as soon as I hit the water, he had it. Not a bad one. Number 8. There's another one as soon as it hit the water. There must be a big school of them right there. This one feels like a smaller one. Well, no, maybe not. He's pretty good. He was just running right at me. Number 8, I believe. He's almost big enough to be a good keeper. Little guy's down here. Well, he's big enough to get it. He's not that big, but he tried. He tried to eat this thing. It's as big as his head. Number 9, I believe. That feels like a little better one. Oh yeah, not bad. It's a bluegill. Pretty nice bluegill. All right, there we go. Whoop. These guys sure are slippery. And I think that's number 10. I was just about to pull it out of the water and he came up and got it. Number 11. Another little bluegill. Let's go back over here to where I started and see if I can get into him again. Feels like a little guy. I done lost count now. I think that's number 12, maybe? You guys will have to keep count for me. Let me know how many I catch. Okay, I think I've caught enough brim, so I'm gonna put me on a little bass worm. See if I can catch a bass out here now. As soon as I can find where my worms are at. Here we go. I'm gonna put on a Zoom U-tail black red glitter. Water's kind of dark, and this is a smaller worm. I think like maybe a 6.5, the little ribbon tail. So if a bass will bite, I think this will do it. Okay, y'all. Well, the bass fishing didn't work out at this pond, so I'm gonna go to a pond that I've fished at plenty of times before, and you guys will probably recognize it. But looks like it's about to rain, and anytime before there's rain, you can really catch them out there, and there's a lot of big ones. So I'm gonna head that way, and I'll see you guys at the next pond. Well, I thought it was about to rain, but I got to this pond and it got pretty sunny. So may not be as good as I hoped it was, but gonna try it anyway. There's a big bass over there in that shade. Let's go see if we can get him. He got it. Oh no! He dropped it. He hit it and then he dropped it. Well, y'all, the bass fishing didn't work out today. If you fish very much, I know you know how that goes. Went to 3 different ponds and didn't catch a bass. So I guess I'm glad after all that I broke out that ultralight and caught those few brim. But you know, when the weather's crazy like this, you don't ever know what's going to happen. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'm going to try to catch some bass next time again. And you guys take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.